In the beginning, Youthline was created because it was identified young people weren't accessing health services and weren't involved in that delivery. So right at the very beginning, the concept of Youthline was how do you involve young people, how do you develop young people to provide meaningful service back to the community. And that is as very much needed now in the 21st century as it was 40 years ago. Too many young people live in too awful situations. Too many young people are living on the edge of what our community needs. But after working in this area for 25 years and after Youthline's 40 years of service, I'm very aware that young people have incredible resilience, incredible strengths, incredible abilities. If we can wrap the community around them, they can do amazing things. When Youthline started, a can and a piece of string was technology, or a little bit better than that. Now, 40 years later, technology has changed so much, and it's really vital that Youthline stays connected. Young people are very connected on the digital platform. How Youthline is there with them in that world is important as far as providing a doorway and a way that they can access good support. So yes, we use text. We use phone. We connect with communities of young people through the internet around New Zealand. We use technologies to help us understand the work, to conduct research, to get young people's views and to develop our programs.
Well, it wasn't actually me that got in touch, it was my parents. They recognised that I had quite poor coping strategies for the things that were going on in my life, and they felt that they needed to take responsibility and contact Youthline to help me. I think now I'm eternally grateful because of how much Youthlines helped me. At the time I needed help and I felt so withdrawn that I didn't know how to get that help, and thankfully they stepped in. Yeah, I stayed in touch with Youthline after the counselling through the texting service that Youthline offers, and that was really helpful, just offering that extra support when things started to get tough again later on. I think that, you know, everyone has a time in their life where they feel down and disconnected, and Youthline, through their service, both face-to-face counselling and the texting service, they gave me the support and empowered me to reconnect with my life and reconnect with the people around me that could support me in my community. As a volunteer, I answer text messages and I take phone calls to help other people, that need the same support that I needed at some point in my life. So I think it's a very moving experience to now be on the other end of the phone, saying, you know, I've been there, I know what you're feeling, and there is hope, and you need to trust us because we can help, we can offer that support that you need.
There is a culture shift that if I break my leg, I go and get help. If I break my heart before we're supposed to tough it out, I think it's actually, we're learning that it's okay to let other people know that we're struggling emotionally and psychologically, and that we are learning as a nation to reach out to one another and becoming much more emotionally literate.
They're young people that we've got to invest in and make sure they have every opportunity in life, and Youthline provides those services. They're there to give the support and the encouragement and the love and the help and the guidance for young people that have a vast array of issues from time to time and just need a helping hand and a shoulder to lean on.
And we'd notice them if they weren't there.
We certainly would. I mean, we owe it to our young people to give them every opportunity. And we live in a complex world these days. There's a range of issues, from drugs to families that might be breaking down, to all sorts of different issues. And I think for a young person trying to cope with those issues on their own, it can be a very daunting experience. And so, you know, having others who are prepared to give their time and their wisdom and their experience to help them through that is absolutely crucial.